What's up, everybody? Welcome to the
Break room.
Break Room.
It's your boy, T Big Black.
Last doing what it do on another Monday night,
It's a Monday.
and it's May. It's almost the middle of May. May is almost gone, yo.
May is almost gone. I just think this time last year, we were sequestered. We were someplace hiding under a rock, trying to. We're on a worldwide hunt for toilet tissue.
Right. I wasn't even coming out the house.
People went nuts trying to keep. What would be the purpose of taking all of the toilet tissue? And I was like, I went to Walmart for the first time. There was no toilet paper.
Wow.
People were under a panic at this time of the year last year. And I'm thinking like,
and Lysol was $25.
at least. Asking myself, like,
And
do these people like got showers? Because if you ran out of toilet paper, you can always hop your butt in the shower.
right.
Yeah.
What's the situation going on in the A with the gas? And they're all they were lined up.
You know what? I 7 days. I've been going 7 days straight. I hadn't watched any news, and normally I have some a little bit of news for the break room, but I knew that it was something going on that was going to cause the gas prices to jump. And it's strange how we see it happening in Atlanta. Atlanta's black, so I'm still I put everything on. It's because we're black. It was something that caused that.
It was an act into the system and stopped the pipeline from going. Right there in Texas, they hacked it. But here's the kicker. They paid them jokers off to get it back running again. They paid the ransom.
Oh, man.
The hackers got paid, I think, like $5 million.
You know what? They better spend it quick because
they don't get it.
Pay me in cryptocurrency.
That's what it was too. Yep.
You know what, man? That's not going to last because you had to give me some cash in a suitcase under the bridge and then walk away. How you gonna send it to me electronically and I'm causing gas? So you know what? All that's going to do is make Elon Musk. That's going to make his stock rise. Tesla and all these electric cars, which is eventually coming. And I just bought a car. That's what it means. If it came out, if it happens now, we in trouble.
You just bought another car?
You bought one.
We both bought a new car.
We bought a car.
But you get another Infiniti?
No, exact same thing I told you to go get. I just got a white one. That's the thing. I could find a black one. Then I would have felt kind of crazy buying the same car. I tried white, so chocolate gin in the white car.
Just like we did when we was younger. We used to race our cars. Now we go race our sedans.
It's just like brothers in the NBA. I had black all this time and got me through. Then I came up and bought a white one. Whew, that was a little tight right there.
Man.
Now, so what we got going on today, man?
And we've got nothing.
We got actually, you know what? We have an opportunity for some people. In a matter of minutes, we have
it's gonna be great.
Helen Austin from K Hart.
K Hart
Logistics. She'll tell you all about herself. Helen is one of those black women, queens who are on the move. She was, I believe she was at Lucent. She might have been in charge at Lucent. Then she did other ventures, other businesses. I said businesses. She's done a lot of things, and we should be here to give you some information on opportunity. It's not just a job, but it's an opportunity that if you're not working, or if you are working and you would like another opportunity, you'll be able to hear some information from Helen. That is going on later in the break room.
In the break room.
Producer, what's going on? This is your boy, T Big Black. Once again, you heard me say it once before. Guess what?
It's just less.
So guess what? You know what? I had a few people lined up. People on Monday. We might now that we are producing our own show, we may get off of these Mondays. I don't know. Let's
go back Tuesday.
Yeah, we might go back Tuesday because I'm telling you, I don't get to sit down. So when most people are resting on Saturdays and Sundays, I'm at the gym at the same time in the mornings, and then whatever else I got to do, and then I'm doing an event. So by the time Monday comes, I lay down and go to sleep. I want to curl up in the fetal position and suck my thumb until I go to sleep. Actually, I want to do more than that, but we're gonna leave it like that. Just want to go sleep though at the end of it.
And did that one day workout in the morning time and let's fall asleep at the computer.
Yeah, it's definitely it's an acquired. Should I say acquired taste? Now, I used to work out after work, and you'll find out if you have a physical job. A lot of times you have the energy because of body
Right.
emotion. Now, the good thing about working out in the morning is you are your strongest of the day. Your muscles supposedly have been rested. You jump right up and go to work because I go to camp. Of course, you know I go to camp. Chicagoland Fat Loss Camp. You saw the amazing Jackie a few weeks ago. I go at the 5:20 class, and 5:20, and then sometimes I double up and do the 6:20, and I come to work late. And sometimes if I ain't got nothing else to do, I do the evening class because I'm a pure.
Yeah, and I want to give House of Valor shout out with Nathan McCullum, Erica McCullum. They
Call
have a
him Nathan.
business here in Joliet. I went there last Friday, I believe.
Did you work out?
Either Thursday and Friday. No, he was already in session. I went to check out the healthy side of it, where they make the Herbalife shakes, and he made me a shake. I'm gonna post a video later on and let you guys
post a video,
see
but right now things
what's going on.
You get back.
Yeah, but I still partook the shakes that he protein shakes that he has, and they call it a Formula One healthy shake. You take one of those in the morning time, and you don't feel like eating for the rest of the day. You almost have to force yourself to eat.
I don't know how good that is.
It's really good. It has 21 nutrients in it. It does everything that it's supposed to do. And then you have protein to go into it. My brother over here is telling me you need to get protein, and I finally listened. And he's exactly right, because even Nate said the same thing. It helps you work out and it gives you more
energy. Me. You don't want me on the mic. Tell them that. I was
the personal training. I ain't listen. I ain't listen. I'm like, I'm just straight vegan, man. I'm just straight vegan. I don't need nothing else. But you need
protein. You gotta have shut up, Ramona. That's our producer. I wish I could put the camera over there today.
Yeah, she didn't put no camera on it today.
Today, yeah, she didn't put no camera because last week her lashes was touching the camera from a distance. She had on lashes. She had on the queen goddess braids. She be dressed up. Got on the gold sandals. You look at you got on the gold sandals. You look like you just came off the ark.
Off the ballet ark.
Hey, Les, I got some dad jokes for you, man. We're gonna bring Helen on in a minute. But you know what? Dad jokes are stupid jokes. And you know the days we don't have nothing to do, we end up doing stupid stuff. But you can't laugh. You laugh, you will hear sounds. Ready? If you laugh, you will hear a loud alarm. Dummy. You can aim that over here. Les, what you got, man?
Okay, here's one. Why no crabs give charity?
What?
Why don't crabs give charity?
I don't know.
Because they're shellfish. Come on, lad.
You always gonna do that if you're like, oh yeah, you can't laugh either. You're supposed to laugh at your own jokes. Hey, mom is mad at me. She asked me to sink her phone. So I threw it in the ocean. Okay, let's just turn.
Yeah, I think we got the same jokes. Why is grass so dangerous?
I don't know, Les. Why is grass so dangerous?
Because it's full of blades. Get it? Grass.
Yeah, we got
blade grass.
You won't be laughing at these jokes.
That means the joke wasn't funny.
They're supposed to be stupid, but if you're laughing at stupid jokes, it means you're stupid. Les, what do you call a bear with no teeth?
Bearless.
A gummy bear.
Oh man.
Just take it.
That's lame.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lame, Les. I'm just not gonna laugh. The point is, you end up laughing at stupid jokes regardless. Go on, Les.
Why do cows wear bells?
I don't know.
because their horns don't
Hmm.
work. Okay.
So you just gonna laugh at your own joke?
I didn't. Unless did you laugh? That's dumb. What do you call a cow when it spies on another cow? A stake out. Hmm. Okay, Les, you got one more, so we shut
No,
up.
no, because you laugh.
Dumb.
What do you call a dog that can do magic?
I don't know, Les.
A Labrador.
Boo. And for our last one, ladies and gentlemen, I want to laugh just because that was dumb.
Go ahead and laugh.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. I have no idea. Hey, let's wrap up that segment.
We'll go to a commercial break here on the breakdown.
We'll be coming back with Helen Austin.
This segment is being brought to you by Dad Jokes.
That's what you're supposed to throw commercial in, but you ain't ready. I know Helen is ready. So you know, without any further ado, we are going to bring in, and she will introduce herself. She was introduced to me actually through chat by Jackie, because Jackie communicates. What we're going to do is bring her in right now. How about that, Ramona? Come on in. Hey,
Hi,
hey, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. I hear somebody's a vegan. You need to help me.
That would be me.
I need help. I would love to be a vegan, but I think I'd always be hungry.
You know what, you would be. Well, actually, you know what? After you, it's just like anything else. When you start off, because you're breaking away from what's normal, you honestly, your stomach shrinks. I went vegan for a good while, and I realized that while I could do the boot camp workout, it wasn't enough to sustain when I lifted weights. So I enjoyed it. I didn't want to go back, but everybody, it's not really, for my blood type, I was reading, it's not really beneficial for certain blood types here.
I probably need to read something about my blood type.
Well, you know what? I know that mine's B positive, and it just it said that I needed the creatine and the iron that meat has. So I should have to of course, eat it clean or just bits of it, not I need 12 ounces, steak, man. That's no, but I think some organic meat, which I think organic is in it, but I just eat a little bit now.
Yeah, people don't realize the thing that when you go vegan, you still got to find replacement
Protein.
protein and vitamins and things that make your body work. Because I found out the hard way that when I worked out,
No energy.
I didn't have the strength or the stamina that I usually have, and I was getting tired quickly. And I found out I wasn't having enough protein. So it's still have to
Balance it.
Found out that it's friend of
It's
50
work,
years.
regardless of what you do.
It is.
And like I said, it doesn't support all the time. So, Miss Helen, explain. We talked a little earlier. Tell us about. You can tell us your background and tell us where you come from and how you ended up where you are right now.
Okay, so I'm originally from Steubenville, Ohio. Have you ever heard of that?
No, my children are in Ohio, but we never heard. I think we might have passed by it. It took 3 minutes.
You ain't right. It's close to Pittsburgh.
Okay,
So
you're on the
it's
north
right
side,
now,
east side.
30 miles from Pittsburgh. But anyway, so I'm from Steubenville. I always tell people that. I'm proud that I'm from Steubenville. I had a really good childhood. But anyway, by occupation, I am an electrical engineer, a master's in computer science. And so I spent the majority of my career in telecommunications with AT&T and Lucent. So I got promoted from Columbus, Ohio to here. That's how I got here, with no intentions on staying in Chicago, zero, except I got married. My husband's from Chicago, and don't want to leave. Anyway, so
Yeah.
you asked me, you said something?
Oh no, I was laughing because you said
So my goal in life was just to be in corporate America. I wanted to be a vice president. So I worked really hard. I was single. I ain't had no kids, all that kind of stuff. All I did was work. I did make it the vice president and had a lot of fun because I was young and I had a young team and we worked day and night. But we were the team that developed the smart features for all of your cell phones, your mobile phones. So voicemail, we put the first voicemail system in, text messaging, all those kind of things for every provider around the world. So it was a lot of fun. But then I decided I wanted to have a family. And that's when I went into entrepreneurship. So I did a lot. So first of all, I've always been a money person. So even in Lucent, I had a $300 million budget. And it was $300 million project, I should say. And so I got used to dealing with lots of money, right? Managing it, spending it. And so when I got out, I've always liked numbers. I've always had budgets. I always had anybody wanted to borrow money from me, you had to have a budget before I gave it to you. I had people with plans and career plans and all that kind of stuff. So when I left corporate America, I started investing in real estate. I started paying attention to my money at a different level. I started focusing on my credit report because I made a lot of money. I just didn't pay my bills on time because I was busy. And so then I started teaching it. One of my pastors in Ohio that has a really large church asked me to do a 2-day session. I was like, 2 days? What am I going to talk about for 2 days? Anyway, long story short, I've been around the world teaching people about finances, and I did it for free. All they had to do was pay my travel and living, and we would have hundreds of people just getting out of debt, fixing their credit report. I go to Victory Cathedral Worship Center, and I teach their debt-free classes, homeownership classes, credit report classes, and I love doing that. If I made $1 billion, I'd still do it because I really love helping people with money. But I also got to make some for myself so I can feed my family. So we now have an Amazon delivery business. So, you see the little Amazon blue trucks riding all around the world. Those are actually called delivery service partners with Amazon. And so you go through this intensive interviewing process. God just blessed us. We only had to go through one interview and they made us an offer, but typically you go through 9 months of interviews before they make you an offer. So that's what we're doing now. And what I'm finding is very interesting to go from hiring thousands of engineers to hiring hundreds of drivers, right? And even the mindset. In order to drive, though, you pretty much got to be young. You got to have some energy to deliver 100 to 200 to 300 packages a day, every day, right? Everybody can't do that. You got any physical limitations whatsoever. And I work out, so I'm with Jackie with the camp and all that kind of stuff. And it was hard on me, but then I'm 58, so I got some years on me too. But so I found that we had an opportunity to help young people. So I always ask God for purpose in whatever I do. And so even though Amazon, you make lots of money, it's really good money. I just have to put that out there. But money is not the only thing that's important to me. Purpose is important to me. And so when I saw a lot of young ladies and young guys that just, didn't have a whole lot of guidance around work ethics, coming on time and following rules. Amazon has strict rules. And baby, let me tell you, these kids these days, they don't want to follow rules. They want to do it their way. Right. So just coaching them through the process has been enlightening for me. But now what I'm doing is now helping them put developmental plans together. Do you want to go to college? Everybody, college is not for everybody, but if you want to go, I know people on boards in the colleges are in Chicagoland area. Get you in college. Do you want to buy a house? Let's get your credit score together.
Right.
I want there to be benefits for people being on my team. Awesome. I want to be this beacon. Yeah, Amazon drivers. Yeah. There's 200 50,000 of them around the country. But I want there to be a special reason why people are on my team. And so we are looking to grow our team. So if you're out there, you're listening to this, I'm looking for 30 drivers. We pay what? $18, $17 an hour. Let me get it right. $17 an hour. Health benefits, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, vision, dental, shoe allowance. And so unlike other DSPs, I want to make sure we have Blue Cross and Blue Shield health insurance, not just the cheap insurance. I want you to be able to take care of your family if you're joining our team. I got insurance I would get. I don't need it, but I would get this insurance. I didn't get insurance that other people could use and I couldn't. So, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the opportunity to serve at a different level.
That's beautiful. That is unique and it is groundbreaking. And I'm thinking, well, let me ask. So now, are you particular about if I'm already working there, and I hear about this, and I apply with you? Is that a no? Is that something that you worked out with them? Well, the people that are already there, you can't deal with, or is it free reign?
It is free reign, but I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me.
I got you.
So I'm not trying to recruit other people's drivers. There's enough people out there that need an opportunity that I can go and groom somebody to be a driver. Would I like to have experienced drivers? Absolutely. Yeah. But what I want to take other people's drivers they've invested in them, they've invested time, energy, training, all that kind of stuff. And so, I just feel like there's enough other people out there looking for opportunity that I can find other drivers.
That's thoughtful of you, but it's not like you're gonna put it in Amazon, but I understand that. That makes sense. But it seems like
if they're in Amazon, if they're a driver for somebody else, they can come drive for me all day long, right? But if you're already an Amazon driver, I wouldn't want to take an Amazon driver from another delivery service partner.
What are the basic qualifications that you guys are looking for as far as drivers are concerned?
So you have to have a regular driver's license, which is a Class D driver's license. You do have to go through 3 screenings. So you have to go through a driver's screening, background screening, a criminal background screening, and then go back 7 to 10 years. And then although marijuana is legal in Illinois, you cannot have marijuana in your system for 60 days or you won't pass a drug screening. And so those are the 3 qualifications that you have to have: a driver's license, you have to be over 21 years old, and you have to pass those screening. And then we have a 2-day paid training class. So we don't just throw you out there. So those are paid training, but you also have to pass a test. You have to get like an 80%. Now we help people, you get 3 tries, and but you do have to pass the test. So you have to pay attention, and it's virtual because of COVID. So it's hard for people to kind of sit there and watch. So we kind of coach them through it, but you do have to pay attention. You can't just sit there and watch the video and do something else. You have to pay attention. So
that's awesome.
Those are the qualifications. And this is a great opportunity for summer students. So that's why I was telling a lot of parents, if your kids are out there and they're 21, like have them drive for the summer. They can get $17 an hour. We also are paying for all of our drivers to get Class C license. Mm-hmm. So if you want to drive and somebody's going to pay for you to get some additional education, you should do that. And we want all of our drivers to have Class C. And we realize that might make them more marketable somewhere else. I don't like that. I don't want that. But we have those 2 different van types. But if they can get a better job, that's what I'm grooming them for. I want people to be ready to get a $30 an hour job and a $50 an hour job so they can take care of their families.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's that's unique, and it seems to be a big groundbreaking. I think that is outstanding. I want to stay encouraged, and I want people to be encouraged. I know that like I said last we had a program we had JUCO on here, and we have yet to have any report from the opportunities it kind of bothers me when people don't take the Then when they don't seize the moment or the opportunity,
Right.
because I've never been that person. Like I said, I don't want to put a negative light on it, but I need people to just start paying attention. They want it, and it's like I don't want to just blame and say our generation, but people want you to give them something. You're actually giving them an opportunity, and it messes me up when people just don't.
I think the opportunities are more lucrative today. I know we had to go get it.
Yeah, we had to.
We had to go get it. One opportunity, if the door closed, we were on it the next day, finding out where we can go to find a different opportunity. But the opportunities are more vast today. You got the internet.
Right.
You got Amazon popping up all over the place, and I think it's just more just vast. It's better for the youth to get into the work field if they don't want to go to college, and then a lot of jobs. I believe Amazon is paying for college.
There are lots of places that are paying. I mean, McDonald's. I mean, there's a lot of places that are paying for college. But I think what's interesting, even as I interview, um, we have a hard time getting people to go do the drug screening.
Yeah, and that's what I was
I
about to
would
say.
hire them next week, but it takes them a week to get the drug screening. And so those who have some level of discipline that has been instilled in them, they go right away. All you got to do is do a little bit better than everybody else, and you stand out. So there's some young people we interview them today. Tomorrow they got the drug screening. They doing everything they need to do right, and then others. And I don't give up on people because I realize that some of them haven't been taught.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's a beautiful
And
thing.
if we don't try to help our own kids, they're going to be lost. They're going to be somebody's dad and somebody's mom.
And then they'll lead a generation of lost people, and it'd be a continuing curse, revolving circle, which is the reason why we want this information on here. But just like I said about last month, we had an opportunity for people to get a CDL. The Joliet Junior College had I can't think of the number, but it was a couple million. They were granting, and they were specifically looking towards the Black community, people of color. They had money for grants. You can go HVAC, phlebotomy, CDL, and the petrochemical class, and we had it all over the break room, and not one so far that I heard of. Now, I will say, 20 years ago, I heard that opportunity. Actually, 25 years ago, I heard the opportunity, and I got that CDL for free, and I've been making an awesome living for the city of Joliet. My man said, "You went?" I said, "I went the next day." When you told me, I was there at 8 a.m. because when you can't. There's no substitute for hunger. I wish people would jump on it. But you said something, that marijuana thing. It's legal. Whatever reason, great. But you're not gonna. And I tell my son, I can say his name. You're not gonna get a real job. You won't. And a lot of you're not going to get a real job because real jobs still test. Jobs are gonna test. You're not gonna work for the government no place. You're not gonna work for a municipality. You're not gonna do a whole lot of things. And a lot of these chemical plants, you're not gonna work for them because they test.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol is legal too. But if you got alcohol in your system, ain't nobody letting you drive.
Right.
Right.
I mean, because you could be impaired, and we drive in the community, right? So you could drive 8 hours and go 10 miles with Amazon with us. Because we're in Downers Grove, we're in Willowbrook, we're in Darien. But if you go fast, you could kill a kid.
Absolutely.
They're out on their bikes. Ain't no speeding, ain't no being impaired. So it's tough enough to be, in your right mind and focused, and still things could happen, right? But let yourself be impaired, and it could really endanger somebody's life, especially when you're driving in a community with kids all around and families around. So
makes perfectly good sense to me. Perfectly good sense to me. Testing, but I know that's the deal breaker for people. I want my own. I don't want to have to ask mom and dad in my 30s and all that. I just don't want to do it. And matter of fact, I didn't want to do it so bad. I left at 17. I was gonna make sure I didn't have nobody for nothing. So It's about your drive and determination. And if you really want something, I wish these people. It's going to be in the break room, and I'm going to be telling people about it. And I
Okay.
want somebody to take advantage of the situation. It'll help them in the long run.
I have an example of a young man who he was one of our first 5 drivers,
Mhm.
and he wrecked a van on the way out of the facility. He never even got out the garage before he wrecked a brand new Mercedes cargo van, right?
Wow.
And he felt so bad, and we just said, "Go deliver."
Mhm.
We didn't even. We were like, "Oh my God, he wrecked the van," and we got our face straight. And we like, "Go ahead." It didn't destroy. It wasn't total. Just go ahead and deliver, and have a good day. And to this day, that young man is our number 1 driver.
Figure
He's
that.
our dispatch. We pay him enough to take care of his family.
Figure
But he was telling us yesterday, "You all gave me a chance, and now look at me."
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of other DSPs, you wreck their van, you're out.
You're out of
You're
there.
out of there.
You're out of
Yeah.
there.
You fired because they gotta pay to fix this van. And so our goal is really, we gotta be profitable. We can't be stupid, right? So, but we
Right.
give people so many chances. And sometimes I think people feel like that's a little weakness until when they really get to know me, when they really, really get to know me, then they know, okay, she ain't playing. But sometimes I'm really trying to give people an opportunity to grow. And when I tell you it's so difficult and it's alarming, because I think some of the kids, and especially in the western suburbs, are spoiled.
Oh yeah. It ain't just the western suburbs. Believe it or not, it's in the hood too. Spoiled is an understatement. It's funny. Like I said, I work for CDL at CDL driver, and January they came in and announced as if we didn't know better. We know that marijuana's legal, but you guys can't. We like 15, 20 guys. You're like, okay, what's new? So, but now here's the thing: if somebody hits me, you could run into my truck or my pickup. You can run into me, supervisor, and they take me to go take the analysis. They take me, and it's kind of insulting. We discussed it at like different meetings. It really bothers me that somebody hit me and I can go have they take me right there on the spot to take the analysis. Not me hit somebody hit me. Something like
Well, and I think that's true because they want to make sure that there wasn't something that impaired you in your response. So anytime there's an accident, a major accident, they do a drug screening.
I got impaired when I got hit. How about that? That is awesome. It's funny. Sometimes you talk to people. Les and I have grown up in Christian households. Sometimes you talk to people and you get an anointed feeling about it. And I hadn't said this in the break room, but there's definitely something anointed about you, Miss Austin.
Oh.
I mean, and it's just obvious. Everybody that gets to your level don't really reach back. And so we understand that you understand the principle of giving and giving second chances. So it's something in that's special. That's why obviously you've been successful this long. A lot of people should.
That's the ultimate compliment.
Very rare. I was just thinking the same thing, especially in corporate America. Like you just said it yourself. You wrecked the van, you're out of there. But it looks like you're checking out the character of the people that you hire,
which is different.
Is totally different. Most people are just numbers coming in and out in a rotating.
And you have to be still. But you know what? I think that when you are being led by the Spirit, you can still encompass both. Though you can sometimes I believe God to tell you, you know what? You let that person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's an individual thing. We think that God worked on a slate or by a chart or by he could do what he wants to. He's God. He's omnipotent. Sometimes he'll tell you let the person go, and then he might tell you to let that person have a third chance. I mean, in the corporate world, it may look crazy. It may look unfair. So I don't know, but God won't. He's not the author of confusion. So it's like obviously you've let them lead you. And
Well,
that's
I
awesome.
tried.
I mean, well, it's a little, it's a little
I tried.
great. Les, I think that's the first guest we said that about. You the first and only guest in the record. Give it up one time.
Well, that's
So,
really a
How many trucks
compliment.
do you have? How many trucks do you have running for you right now?
So we have 20 routes, and they are delivering 5 more. So my goal is to be at 40 routes. So 20 routes is about 5,000 packages a day.
Wow.
And so 40 routes will be about 10,000 packages a day. And that's where we'll be at 30 week 25, so mid-June. And I want to be at 40 by the end of June.
That's awesome.
and this is the
And
year
so
20.
40 routes means 80 drivers. So I'll have a
Okay.
group of 80 people that we get a chance to groom.
Okay. Are you going the drone route
We
anytime
talked about that
soon
earlier today.
in the near future?
Well, you know what? Amazon's going to go to drones at some point. But
Yeah.
listen, I probably do this for no more than 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
3 or 4 years. Technology is moving so fast
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
3 or 4 years, whatever we're doing now,
It'd be different. It'd be
do
slow.
That's true.
you know. So whatever we're driving now, we probably won't be driving. So
Great.
and it's moving fast enough that I wouldn't be surprised if at least 50% of the deliveries are drones.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Probably not 100%, but 50% will probably be drones.
Wow.
So let's play prediction here. I predict that the only store in the world will be Amazon. The only store in the world. Because you know what? I rolled by on 59 and saw the
Grocery store.
Yeah.
first
It's
of all,
so
they're beautiful.
cool.
They're
It's so cool.
The prices are higher than Jules.
Are they? I mean, well, it's on 59, which usually grocery stores on 59 don't have that problem. You just can't put it on Chicago Street in Joliet.
They actually have an Amazon store in Oak Brook.
Well, that makes sense.
So it's huge. All the hot items, the top selling items, you can just go in the store and actually pick it up. Here's what I don't think, and I actually think that Amazon felt like the malls would never come back, that stores wouldn't come
Yeah.
back. But the reason is people are really tired of being inside. The malls are packed. The
Absolutely.
stores are jam packed, and I think that there's room for technology, but people still like the interaction. They still like to shop in a store and see it.
Back to the basics, yeah.
Yeah, they still like somebody helping them and waiting on them at the cashier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's going to move that fast. But I think Amazon thought with the pandemic, everybody got used to shopping online. They would never go back to the store. They'd never go back to the grocery store, and you could just get it delivered to your house. But no, people want out of the house. They want interaction. They want to try the clothes on. So
I will say, because I'm a public utilities worker, I was out all the time. Now, I've never had groceries, but I think when my daughter was on break, when she was here from Florida, then she was using the delivery for food, which is a big thing now. But my neighbor across the street, I mean, they got to be spending thousands because every food item, every grocery item, I just sit up and look at the delivery. I get a lot of deliveries because I order gadgets and super stuff. But he's a family of 5. It's 5 people over every 10 minutes. Somebody's at their door. They're bringing food. They're bringing groceries. They're bringing fast food. Nobody's leaving out that house for nothing. And still, I think it's convenient for them. But I mean, I don't like grocery stores because I could be in there for 3 hours and get like one thing. Maybe I should get groceries. I don't know.
well, here's one thing. The whole pandemic did get everybody shopping online.
Mhm.
So everybody got an opportunity to see if they liked it. Some people just really wouldn't shop online. They're like, I ain't never shop. I ain't put my credit card in. The pandemic made everybody at least try.
Yeah.
And it's stuck with some people will not go back to the store and buy their groceries. They will not. There's companies like Shipt and Instacart and even Amazon, Whole Foods. There's some people who will never ever go back. So they did gain a lot of customers.
You got a lot
Now
more
we're
money.
gonna go back, but not the same number as they had for the pandemic. People are going to go back to the store. So, but I'm happy with people shopping online because it
Mhm.
gives me more routes and more
Supply
packages.
and demand. Yep, supply and demand. That's awesome. That is a great idea. You know what? The smart people always come up with stuff. That's why we couldn't come up with that, Les. Huh?
I know, right?
What's wrong with us, Les?
Let me just tell you this.
Plead the fifth.
This is why we have, like, I'm loving the fact, and let me just say, I haven't gotten my hands around it all since we just really started this.
Mhm.
But I like the fact that I'm going to have the opportunity to groom young people. I only got one. I got 2 bonus daughters and one that I got to really groom the way I wanted to groom. And it was such a learning experience for me.
Mhm.
So my kid has a patent pending on a gun safety device.
Mhm.
She doesn't want to be an engineer. I'm an engineer. My husband's an engineer, but that's not what she's a creative.
Mhm.
And me learning how to embrace the arts was different for me because everything is ones, on, off, zero, black, white, gray, to orange. But she is brilliant, and just going through this whole college process, and even grooming her to understand that you have an opportunity to either apply for scholarships or have student loans,
Mhm.
which and so many, there's so many, really, when they say there's a lot of scholarships out there, we can fill out scholarships every single day, all day
Wow.
long. There's so many scholarships out there, but kids and parents aren't paying for it. They're not paying attention. And so now
Right.
all these people are getting out of college with $100,000 worth of student loan debt. Howard is $48,000 a year.
Mm.
NYU is $80,000 a year.
That's crazy.
So I get an opportunity to help my kid who's going to college, but I also get an opportunity to reach back to kids who didn't go to college.
Right.
And now what do you do with your life? Because listen, you cannot raise a family on $17 an hour.
No.
Facts.
Not in the next 10 years. You won't be able to.
You can now.
No.
Technically.
And so you have to figure out, how do I get a CDL, or how do I get a Class C, and how do I get promoted? How do I become your dispatcher? How do I become your lead driver, right? And I'm trying to groom people who want that kind of stuff. So then I can go help you find a $30 an hour job. You're gonna leave me, but I'll just hire somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
So you either gotta have a job where you're growing in it, or you gotta go to college. One or the other.
Everyone else.
Makes a lot of sense.
Man, this was
And
a
you can't just go to college and come out with $200,000. NYU, my daughter got into NYU, $80,000 a year.
Lord have mercy.
80.
Wow.
And if you don't get a scholarship, hey, that's $320,000 you got in debt.
buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's something. A lot of people going off into their 20th year in their career, their 20th year, and still paying student loans.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm helping people. I help people with home ownership at my church. We do hundreds of people, right?
Mm.
Some people can't get a house because of their student loan debt.
Yeah.
They count that in your debt to income ratio. So if you have
Yeah.
$100,000, they take out $1,000 a month income, and the rest of it is what you can use to qualify.
Man.
I don't even know how to help people with student loan debt. They're like, can you help me get rid of it? There are ways, but you got to take certain jobs, and everybody ain't willing to do that. But that's why I'm saying I have an opportunity, one, to help my kid go to college and other kids go to college. I'm going to be doing sessions with parents, because you can't wait till your kids in the 10th grade to start thinking about scholarships in college.
Right.
We started in the 5th grade.
And it paid off.
Helping kids there and helping kids here.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about that. When that revelation hit me, I'm just, it's a whole new purpose for doing Amazon. So if you're out there and you're listening to this, you can email me at Helen@Cart. Can y'all put that up there? Helen@Cart.
Right now.
Get it out.
Talk, our producer, your thumbs ain't right. Go real slow. Say it again.
The same email that I sent you.
It's the same one she sent me. Ramona, you got it?
No.
You don't got it? See what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? Helen, could you help us hire? Can you help us hire a producer? Our producer ain't. It's
Oh.
say it one more time, Helen. Just say it slow. Because I'm just watching the producer see if you type it in there.
Say it again.
Say it again. I'm gonna watch her. She can hear you. She can hear you. So say the email address again.
Oh, it's Helen at Cart Logistics, KHART logistics.com. So Helen at cartlogistics.com.
All right.
They can email me directly.
Look at it. She did it. Look at the bottom of the screen, Helen. We
Hi.
almost at one cup.
Hi, she did it. She did it. I need to keep her.
You
She's
keep
a keeper.
Thank you. Because
I'm
it has no
gonna
faith.
tell you, see, because I just told you how anointed Helen was. So if Helen say keep it, you kept, Jack. That's all I'm saying right there. Helen could have been like, Tori, you need to get rid of her. I'd have been like, daughter?
I wish everybody listened to me.
Huh?
I said, I wish everybody. Can you tell Rufus that he should start listening to me too?
You know what? Rufus, if you somewhere else in that house, you better listen. Where do you think your blessings came from all these last 30, 40 years? Everybody. Look, she brought some of that. Where you say you from? Hacky Sack? Where you say you from?
Hacky Sack.
Oh, man.
Where you say you from? Hacky Sack, Pennsylvania. You went outside of Hershey, Bar, Pennsylvania.
No, I ain't say nothing like that.
We forgot. Never heard of it.
Steubenville, Ohio.
Steubenville. How many people in Steubenville? Don't make me Google it.
200.
About 12,000. Used to be 20. It's about 12,000.
So basically, when you go to Justice of the Peace, you see Andy and Barney. And then if you go to ice cream stand, you see Andy and Barney. And then if you go to softball game, the referee gonna be Andy and Barney. If you go to the car, Andy and Barney.
Y'all ain't right.
Yeah,
we got black people in Steubenville.
Yeah, all 6 of them. So and then when you went to school, they had 5 because you left. So that's funny. So I'm telling you, it obviously worked because the man from the city, Chicago, he saw something over there in Steubenville, and it blessed his life.
You see, you know what? He met me here.
Huh?
He met me in Steubenville.
Oh, yeah, because he never met you. He never met you in Steubenville.
No.
Because I'm telling you, get on the highway, you go right through.
You know what?
3 minutes. I hope somebody in Steubenville order some stuff, and one of your drivers have to go up there.
No, we only stay in. We're only in Downers Grove.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to spread the word, and I'm going to sit back this time and watch and see. And I'm not going to cast a negative doubt. Somebody's going to take the opportunity to jump in there because I'm old and my kneecaps don't work, and I know I can't do no more. I used to do delivery for Office Max when I was young, and cabinets, tables, and file cabinets, and all that back when I had some muscles. So now I got an easy job, and I just look at people.
We got to go to lunch one day.
Oh, let's make it happen.
Yeah, I'm seeing you from the camera. I feel like we need to meet.
You know what? We're gonna do that. Where's my nephew at? Is he in Seattle? Is he coming? Is he staying in Seattle? Is he coming here?
Supposed to be coming.
Tell him to hurry up. Tell him we got just a job for him.
Coming back home.
When?
Yeah.
No.
We need him. We call him. Let's probably don't come home yet.
Y'all spread the word. If y'all know somebody who need a job this summer, I will have 30 people by the end of the month.
You're gonna
I
send
got
it.
2 weeks.
If you see a young black man with his last name McGee and he has a black beard, that's ought to be related to me. I might say, go over there right now. Go there. You got good sense. Representing me.
I remember that.
Well, yeah, he got good sense. Helen, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Anytime you have any type of announcement, I'm telling you, this is the format for you.
Okay.
Because you know what, when you see, we understand if we hang around anointed people, it means some of the oil will fall on us.
Let it rub off.
Yeah, we need some of that oil.
We're gonna be cousins after this anyway, so we going to lunch, and then we're gonna be cousins.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
All
So
right.
it was a pleasure. I'm glad Jackie Jackie put us on the chat together. No, that's her thing, grouping people on chats and then creating chat messages.
Right. On Facebook Messenger.
I just jumped up and got a chat from Jackie. A chat from Tori. You should meet these people. Actually, I know who they are, but sounds good.
Called networking.
It's networking. That's great because I would love. It would really mean that this was. Well, we know that we have a purpose for this. But sometimes when you watch your purpose in action or you watch your purpose fulfilled, it makes you feel good. And it would really feel good if somebody heard that here and took advantage of that and become your number 2 driver because the guy that threw up the van is the number 1 driver.
I know, right?
So we're going to get you a number 2 and a 3. Ramona, you need another job?
Absolutely.
Ramona is pretty dependable. She's a hospice person.
Wow.
So you got somebody that's special to say, you know what? Even if I didn't get paid, I would still do this job. When you say that, maybe want to throw up my hands.
Yeah. It becomes a passion and not a
Thank you.
That's good.
Do the ugly church. Thank you.
You know what? I can tell he grew up in church talking about the anointing and stuff.
Oh, look, that's our whole lot. Look, do you understand that was the only person's house I could go to when we were kids? He can only go to mine. It's the same thing.
Let me go nowhere.
Oh, Tori, mom and daddy go to church. They holy rollers. You can go over there.
Filled with the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, they saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost.
Hey.
Look, that's
I
right.
grew up like that too.
That's I'm telling you like that. I'm telling you, you got to speak in tongue by the time you're 12. You don't get graduated.
I know, right? They don't put you at the altar and just keep you stammering at the lips until you come.
Look, there you go. The stammering. Let's talk about that before. I'm telling you, even though we have an issue with, we are. I'm not gonna say I buck tradition a little bit because I'm thinking like, okay, it didn't take off. They were descendants of slaves. They didn't read. They didn't study. Because I'm telling you, I always say like, what do I have to work? Like, it's a gift. I'm working for it first. It's a wage if I got to work. Well,
you know what?
So I'm at the altar. Then they come in there with the paper towel because I'm foaming. Then you forget what you're saying. So I can say,
you know what? I'm gonna hang up now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you really grew up in holiness, that's for sure.
That's good. I'm not getting struck down. No, I don't like. You're right, ladies. You're right. That was.
You know
good.
what?
I'm just saying, keep real.
The finger with God.
What you got to work for a gift for, Les. If I got to give you something if I give you a gift on your birthday, you say, well, you got to pay me for it. Ain't no gift no more.
Gifts are without repentance.
Gifts are without repentance. It ain't no gift. And he ascended and gave it. Hey, I had fun. This is an awesome interview. I'm telling you, Helen, anything you want to talk about, you want to come to the break room, I'm telling you, this is the place. We will have you back. And all you have to do is text me.
Okay.
Whatever. You can even look. You can even let Rufus talk next time, since he riding in on your anointing.
I'm gonna go tell him too.
It was a pleasure. So, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one time. I'm trying to get my applaud track. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Helen Austin. We'll talk to you again soon, Helen.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, God bless. That's it. God bless. It's the first time we said that was the breaking, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That was pretty good. You know what? It's great to know people. So you figure when she was in charge of Lucid, the vice president of Lucid, that's no small.
No, it's not.
I think about it. Back in the day, remember Lucid was AT&T?
Yeah.
And
they had right there on Bolingbrook.
Well, actually, no, 53. It was
right up Remington, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. I thought it was up going towards Lombard or something, Lyle or something.
Yeah, you're right. They had they had one in Naperville.
But a lot of I've known a lot of women. Matter of fact, Darren worked. Darren worked there and got it when he got out of DeVry, he went there.
Nikki worked there.
A lot of people ate off of
real good job, man.
It's a very good job. It was a very good job. And then technology changed, and then they went from AT&T to Lucent, and then from there, I think they were dealing with RF signals and different things like that and all that. So then digital and all that. So things changed. I don't think it's. Matter of fact, my friend Tonya Hayes was working there, but she was all over the country because she was able to work from her. It's just good to know people, man. It's good to be in network with people. It's good to have opportunities, man. I would just love to see, because trust me, if I was not gainfully employed, I would be, even if it was just a stepping stone, I would be making it $18 an hour.
Yeah, it's still a job.
Good job. And honestly, well, can you go get a brand new car and go get a big brand new house with 18 bucks an hour? But I would tell you, and this is no knock, even though I watch Hispanic families group together and do that, you get the right roommate, the right situation, and y'all put that money together and I mean, you can't worry about the social life. I used to say that to my son. What about social life? I say, yeah, social life needs to be. How much better your social life would be with a pocket full of money?
Exactly.
You save it up, and then you have a real big. Let your social life consist of you and your boys going to Jamaica or going to the Bahamas. That kind of social life. Because around here, spending, dressing up to go to these little hole in the wall. To me, that's not a real social.
I agree, man. I
Yeah,
agree.
he didn't see me do it. He saw me to a certain extent, but he also saw me get up and go do something and go have. I say that, and I make reference to him all the time. I mean, my only boy, he knows I love him, and I talk about him all the time.
Well, speaking, my salesperson was salesman was my new car was a Hispanic brother,
Yeah.
and he's about he's in his late 50s. Pushing, talking about his children that are in college right now,
Mhm.
and both of them are about to graduate, and they're coming back home.
Yeah.
He's allowing them to work from home and set up their offices at home, so that allows them to save money. Still be in a household, they're still grown, but they're still saving their money until they can break away from the nest. He's not pushing them out.
You know what he is? Not black. That's what he is.
Hispanic culture is different. They
Yes, it is.
really support one another. They stay in a household with a bunch of families in there. And I'm not saying it as a knock, but it's really something how they really knit together as a family. And as they branch off, I heard there was something that they put money into a pot and help each other out until it's time for them to break off.
Mhm.
And as they break off, they keep doing the same thing and they keep growing and they keep growing and they keep growing, building a community. There's some communities that I grew up in that used to be downtrodden. I mean, just
Yeah.
straight up downtrodden. They've come in and revamped the neighborhood.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I say, a lot of times when we talk like this, we're always careful that somebody would think we're being insulting. But let me just say this. Of course we're not, because I know how to insult you if I want to insult
You sure do.
So what I'm trying to say is it's a big difference. So, but listen to this, because I am throughout Joliet, and I chose the east side. Now I could have went far west. Well, I'm a utility service worker. Could have went far west from Essington on to Manuka.
Right.
Or I could have went from right over the bridge to Essington, the middle Joliet. But I decided to stay on the east side. And I will say this right now. If you're from Joliet and you go up to where, first of all, you know where the hill is. You know what the second project, they put Liberty Meadows there. Of course, now that's different. But then they knocked the first projects, they knocked it down. It's like a walking trail there. So from the top, so yeah, you got this. I mean, if you take a look, it's gonna blow your mind. Well, what
the first project is gone?
it's gone. You can walk this trail there. But I'll tell you what you would not see. In the 80s, because of crack and because of things that took place in our community, there were abandoned homes and abandoned buildings. There is not one dilapidated. There's not one dilapidated house in here. Not one. Not a single one. And the reason why I know that, because when you get your water turned on, the one who's turning it on, and houses that have not been together since the 80s, the 90s, Hispanic family, go inside, they got it completely gutted. Brickwork, they got the woodwork, they got the running. There's not a dilapidated. The hill is brown. Hill is brown, I'm telling you. And they fixed up everything. Every house I went to in off Woodruff, Ada, Gage, all of them are Hispanic, and they are all remodeled on the inside. And look, and even by Park School, where we've always known, the highest amount of Hispanics, there's houses over there where three families live in. Simple as that. And not to be insulting or dry snitching. When is they all get together
They
and
work together.
they work to. But that's not, I mean, what I'm saying is, I will say this: a lot of you Americanized, was it their race group here, they are different. They have a lot of these American standards. So some of them are changing too. They still fight that too. But man, a lot of the old traditional ones, they are able to live together. They're able to live together. They're able to get along together. They're able to make purchases together. And they're able to do that thing. And man, I'm telling you, I used to be jealous of that to a certain extent. Then I thought about it. I can't. I just can just do what I can do.
I respect that. Man.
You have. I mean,
I
and
really
like I say,
do.
it's their culture.
Yeah.
They are still our Mexican families, our Mexican people being born out of wedlock, our Mexican people getting divorced. Yes, it's just their. I mean, and then honestly, when you look at the stats, they're not at the abortion clinic like a lot of our young white kids. It's not. They're not as scared to grow a family. They are not. And I'm telling you, man. And one lady said this years ago. We're going to take over. I mean, she was having an argument with somebody, but the truth is, man, the entire East Side, the West Side, from Hickory Street all the way to Plainfield Road. It's just like, man, my mom, both sides of my mom, they are completely in the neighborhood, and there's nothing, and everything is fixed, grass, houses painted. They're on their money. They're on their money because this is a very good life. If you've been to certain parts of Mexico,
Oh, it ain't no joke.
so what I'm saying, this is a very good life. They created a very good life for themselves. A lot of people say, well, hey, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I understand that. Have they ever been economically depressed? Maybe in their own country, yes, but we we have an issue that needs to be fixed, and we can't wait for anybody. Just like they didn't wait for anybody.
Right.
They didn't wait.
Right.
Now a lot of people say they had advantages and blah blah blah. I'm not talking. Maybe they did. All I know is we can offset some of the disadvantages if we actually work.
Oh, man.
If we actually, and we talked about that during we talked about that even in the election.
Yeah.
We have a city council race, and we have 5 black people running in it. We got 5 black people running the same thing.
That even
Like,
it's
it's
like a puzzle vote.
that's like if you just threw one banana in that bad boy and they all got a piece of it. Nobody got fed. It's just now the Hispanic guy actually got in. They did a tally. They did a tally and he got in by he beat the cat out by a few votes. But think about it, man. All the Mexican brothers and sisters can't vote because some of them are undocumented. So they got enough documented brothers and sisters making things happen. Last week, I was a part of my man Sunrise. He did Sunrise. They had a march from the old prison down to the Spanish Center. I was at work, so I came in and listened in for a little bit. They're trying to unify black and brown.
See,
And you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, they don't want to see that. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
not at all.
The only people I have problem with is these people who call themselves gang banging and all of those stuff, which that's their business. We could run that out too. But if black and brown ever, because right now, man, during the census before this last one, Hispanics overtook second place, which was us for years. And they're coming for the number. They're coming for the number one spot. I'm telling you, they coming for it, bro. And it's just ain't nothing you can do about it.
Well, look at Cass and Collins Street, man. You got major gas stations, you got restaurants, you got 3 auto shops, you got Popeyes over there, you've got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you got Domino's, you got Taco, you got a supermarket.
They don't have to promote. They have 3 grocery stores between Cass and well, before you can get to Francis Street. I mean, and you know what?
I mean, so what happened to from Richards to the end? What happened with us?
They did what happened. We can't unify, and we won't unify. And you know what? Here's another thing. And I'm not here to bash who I am because I'm black and I'm proud to be black. But I can't understand. I just can't for the life of me understand. Well, spiritually, we know what it is. We know what it is spiritually, but I've never had a problem with Les getting a new suit. I just never, why would you have a problem? You could have a healthy envy, like, oh, I'm gonna work to give you one too. Just, people hate to see you come up.
But they need to understand the struggle. See, people only see, but they don't understand the struggle that you had to go through to even obtain what you have in front of you. They didn't see the 5 and 10 and 20 years that you struggled to come up to where you are right now. So instead of asking, bro, how did you do that? So I could learn how to do that too. And then as you teach me, as I learn from you, then I can show somebody else how to do it. And we can all unify and have a dealership on the east side.
A grocery store.
A grocery store. Certified left the east side.
Certified left east side.
That's crazy.
Because the meat was brown, the green one. And well, what it is, they couldn't keep Eldorado to protect it. Eldorado, because we can get some pretty with lime green suit on. Red ponies. Eldorado was standing at the door, karate chopping bum with ponies on. Eldorado and there with a boom up on his shoulder, watching people in the frozen food section.
Man.
But man, it's the truth, man.
I just got a picture of him walking down Eastern.
We was in school, walking back when Central was open campus, they about walking around with the big low speaker the shirt off. One nation under a roof.
Like Michael John White.
Like Michael John Wood. Shut up, Captain, Mr. Captain George. It's the truth, man. A unified thing, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I'll help anybody that want to be helped. I team up with most folks, but you just can't be me. And a lot of people are. And that's just the way that goes, man. And now, do Mexican people have problems? I'm sure they do. They do, but it seems like for the majority of them, it seems like right now they don't mind building this thing. And that's what you know what? People get mad when I say this. Will we ever get to that point? I'm just gonna say no. I don't have to be negative to say what I believe the truth is. First of all, it's just the crime and the things that happened, I believe is predestined. I believe it's predestined. I believe the word told you that the world was going to get like this. And I don't believe it just wouldn't make sense. It seems like the prophecy wouldn't be right if it was to reverse now. Hey.
No, a little bit more optimistic because
optimistic,
the new generation is different. They're more multicultural and intertwined with one another.
Multicultural intertwined, but far as just our community, we won't have a community because I don't know, man.
It's a topic of discussion.
We gotta talk about that. We actually I think since I had a lot of Caucasian friends on my Facebook friends, but I'm pretty rough with it. And these last 4 years of Trump, and then the different things that happened with the cap, I have 5,000 Facebook friends. The other half of it. Now I have some, but we probably need to. It would be great to have someone here, and I have some friends. I just want them to come and speak their mind, which they probably. I mean, I want people to come and speak their mind and say something.
Open panel.
Yeah, we need to have open panel. White people have problems. They have problems. It's just our problems seem bigger to me because I am a black man. So of course my problems become first, and I see my problems clearly, and I know what our issues are. And if we start unifying, it's going to be in small cliques and small groups. That'll be fine. But I think, man, we doing the right thing. I believe God will make a way. We'll be able to network with some good people, man. So far, you think about it, man. Scott, Jackie, Helen. You get people like that in your corner, man. Yeah. You get people like that around, and you can make things happen. Obviously, Helen's making things happen, and the Roofs are making things happen, and they're making it happen for other people. So, yeah, I mean, so like I said, I don't want to be negative, but sometimes I do bring up because it's on my mind. I think about it a lot, and I ride the entire neighborhoods that I grew up with. I see everything and from where I grew up, and I'm in these same streets every day, but the work is fast, and I really want more for us. But like I say, it's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to be mine. I try to do what I can and do what I can do for others, but I gotta get mine.
It's gonna happen one day.
Mhm.
One day.
I was born by the river. So change gonna come? Ain't gonna.
Change.
Hey, look, yeah, got a frog in his throat.
Got a frog in my throat.
Hey, I hope that you probably tune in and watch some of this later, but I hope that you take advantage of what's going on. We are in the break room. We are about to go back to work. You know, when you're in the break room, you can't work. So we're going to close out and go back.
So make sure you stay tuned for our new time and new day.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming because these Mondays ain't no fun days because it's right after Sunday. So I got flows.
I want to watch 911. No, I'm just,
You want to want to have a look? Want to have a good freestyle right now?
I didn't put in half.
You want freestyle? You want to have a freestyle battle right now before we get up there? Come on.
you can't rap.
All right then. If you can't rap and you can't tell me my song of the week,
Rap.
you want a freestyle battle?
We're not freestyling.
You want a freestyle?
Your flow of the week.
My flows of the week? What are yours? Let's go.
Your flow of the week.
Come on. Flo, give me the verse right there. Give me some bars right now.
You're not hitting me with any bars.
Then if you ain't got no bars to hit me with, that's got to be. We got less of me. What's up? What's your boy TV Black? We got Brother Les on the beat. You freestyle out here in the break room. Brother Les on the beat. We gonna have a freestyle battle between your boy TV Black and super producer Ramona. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But first we're gonna call her to the mic. And we're gonna see what she got. Go.
I'm not freestyling.
You done? Guess who won that battle? Your boy, TV Black. Now, you want me to freestyle for you? Just say the word. Just say it. Wait, say it. All right, okay then. And you just proved to the whole world that you don't want to battle TV Black. I am the originator. I'm the originator of the Fabulous Four. Everybody, clap your head with the Fabulous Four. Don't you get excited to go there?
MC Gold Tone. That's my name, but
I'm insulted, man. I'm gonna have to call.
man, my
AC.
family calls me Ginkgo.
Ginkgo. Ginkgo. You proud? I better call me Ginkgo.
Call me Ginkgo. That's memory problems.
Wait a minute. What you
Ginkgo Global.
It made me think about the good screw what you understand. Keep an eye to the side in your pie in your pocket and keep some two in the back away your socks. I'm like, what? Well, my uncle, he say something like that. Call him Ginkgo. You probably call you Ginkgo. You don't remember.
Last your new name is Ginkgo. But you can't remember Jack.
Hey, that Ginkgo. Hey, we gotta get out the break room. This is about 300 o'clock, ain't it?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Hey, next week we may be here, we may not. We're gonna pass some guests. We probably passed. We didn't. I was tired. I usually do Monday morning. But these last 2 Mondays, we doing it all at the last minute. It's your boy. You get ready? You got our music queued up? It's your boy, T Big Black, and that's
Just let's keep your head down, your eyes up, and your head on swivel.
Ginkgo, remember this. In the big room. We out of here.